Hello, everyone. My name is Samantha Molina, and today I will be talking about a misconception of the Earth. A majority of us all believe that we live in a perfect revolving round planet called Earth, which is what we have all been taught and known throughout our life. However, the Earth we live in is actually flat. While there is a lot of evidence to support this, I will be stating four key elements that support this claim. First, I will be talking about the Bedford Levels experiment. Then, I will explain Operation Fishbowl. After, I'll talk about gravity. And lastly, I will talk about the NASA website. Now that you know what I'll be informing you about, let's get started on the Bedford Levels experiment. This experiment explains how there is no curvature of the Earth. According to earthscience.org, Earth's curvature is claimed to drop 8 inches per square mile. The Bedford Levels experiment was set out to test this. In England, a canal called Old Bedford was the perfect place to test this. It was 20 miles long, the water was completely stationary, and had no interruptions throughout its length. Now, according to lateralsciencespot.com, the experiment set out a boat with a flag standing 3 feet above the water, point B shown in the picture. From that, an observer, point A in the picture, was 8 feet above the water, 6 miles away. Due to the Earth's curvature, the observer shouldn't have been able to see the flag, point C in the picture, in between the 6-mile stretch within the experiment. However, the flag was visible the whole time, even through multiple attempts, showing that Earth cannot be other than a plane or flat. Next is Operation Fishbowl. According to a popular science publication, which is an official science magazine still used today by scientists, claims how the Earth is a flat disk with upturned edges, or also known as a dome. This came in result from the Bible testimony, Genesis 1:6. God made the dome, and it separated the water above the dome from the water below it. Scientists tested it, and Operation Fishbowl greatly exemplifies these claims. To properly understand this project, however, we must review what also happened in Alaska before this operation, which was called White Ellis Project. During the Cold War, a means of communication was needed. Scientists working with the military were able to discover reflective properties of the dome through satellites, which allows them to communicate with allies and enemies. Today, satellites are still used and reflected off one another, whether it's for cellular purposes or energy. To this day, you can visit the site and see evidence of the structures that the scientists used. According to Discover.org, Operation Fishbowl was a series of high-altitude nuclear tests that were carried out by the United States as part of the larger Operation Nuclear Test Program, which was made in response from the White Ellis Project that military records have proven each time. The tests were shown to have blown up into the side of the dome. Each time a bullet or bomb was set off, it would immediately blow up at the edge of the dome, located in Alaska. Planes have also been recorded as missing when traveling near edge of dome, exemplifying that the dome surrounds the flat plane we live in. Now let's talk about gravity. We all know that a law is something that has been proven through multiple experiments, becoming a fact that something is the way it is without changing. If this is true, why is gravity still a theory? According to Website Dictionary, a theory is an idea constructed to explain a phenomenon that forms and changes continuously. If gravity is what allows the Earth to revolve, why has there been inconsistent results to prove it? Every time Earth's rotation has been analyzed, even to this day, there has not been 100% results. This makes us question if the scientists are really telling us the truth. The Earth is constantly accelerating up at a rate of 32 feet per second. This constant acceleration causes what you think is gravity. Imagine sitting in a car that never stops speeding up. You will forever be pushed into your seat. The Earth's curvature works the same way, in which the plane is endless, never forming into a sphere due to its speed. My last main point is about the NASA website. Every photo that NASA provides are all CGI composites. This means there are no real official photos being published of the Earth. NASA has done the job to put photos together by combining continents into a sphere. Each year, the landmass changes in size and cloud patterns are duplicated as if they were stamped on when a picture of the Earth is published by NASA. According to Robert Simmons, who works directly with NASA, was recorded saying, Earth's pictures are indeed photoshopped, and he admits that he has created Photoshop pictures of the Earth for NASA, due to being told as it was part of his job. He was also recorded saying that the Earth does indeed look flat and the composites are put together to make people believe it is not. Now that you have learned of the key points in that the Earth is flat, I will give you a brief overview of this presentation. Today you have learned that the Bedford levels explains how the Earth has no curvature. Also, Operation Fishbowl provides evidence of the dome that surrounds us. Gravity is just a theory and the Earth doesn't revolve. And lastly, that NASA has admitted to creating false images of the Earth. Thank you for listening, and always remember that the only thing flat Earth believers fear is the sphere itself.